The regular season has come and gone. It's time for playoffs in the SCSRA Fry Disposal ARCA Series. 12 competitors will start as playoff participants in 2 weeks. The field will narrow to 8. 2 weeks later, it will set up a 4-driver showdown like none other to determine our first ever champion. It all starts right now at Chicagoland Speedway. Hello and happy Tuesday evening, everyone. Welcome to Royalty Racing Network. I am Joshua King in the booth with you as always, and race one of the playoffs is here. Let's take a look here at the race info on your screen. Just over a mile and a half Speedway here in Joliet, Chicago. And 107 degrees is the track temperature. 80 degrees outside, so the track temp will more than likely cool off. These drivers have 110 laps to get the job done tonight. Stage is at 35 laps and one fast repair as always. Let's now bring up a really cool shot here of our playoff graphic. You can see on your screen there that Justin Parham leads the way. Travis Bennett is second. Matthew Fritsch, your regular season champion, sits in third. J.O. is in fourth. Matt Dickerson rolls in fifth, the new addition to Royalty Motorsports. Glad to have him. Sharon Hill is in sixth. Jay Stinson in seventh. Vince Brent in eighth. Ryan Hufford in ninth. Nicholas Walthorn in 10th. Lauren Vincent in 11th. And Josh Hall makes the cut due to Ryan Gomes dropping out of the playoff race. He was not going to make all of the races, so he gave up his position. Josh Hall sat 13th after last week, so he takes over the 12th spot. Those 4 drivers that are in red are under the cut line, as I mentioned just a moment ago. The first round will be all 12. The second round will be the top 8. Now, for 2 of these drivers, potentially, they can lock in off wins, one tonight and one next week. So your point standings will be significant because that means 6 drivers will make it purely based off points after these 2 weeks. So those guys down in the red would certainly love a win, but definitely at the very least some strong finishes out of the 4 guys below that cut line currently. Welcome in Caleb. Go Sharn. He's sitting nice and strong there in 6th. Anything can happen in playoffs. And Matthew says, let's go Walthorn. He made it, man, sitting in that 10th spot. Let's go now trackside here and take a look at who's on the Speedway. Give you a better look at it than that. This is the driver out of Richmond, Virginia, the 05 of Sharon Hill, playoff driver. Here is Lauren Vincent out of Salina, Kansas in the RJ's Beef Jerky paint job tonight. There's a couple identifiers here I want to point out for your playoff drivers. That neon green banner is one of them. You'll see them on all the playoff cars, and there you get a good look at the differences between what the playoff banner and the normal banner looks like, with Justin Parham and the 83 there of Ryan Hufford versus the number 9 of Warren Kyle Keith. So the banner across the windshield is an identifier. We also got another one, and let's go to this camera shot here with your timing tower, and you'll see that every playoff driver is highlighted in that bright blue / turquoise there, and that's for you at home to be able to follow along where the playoff drivers sit. That'll help us build some drama and kind of see how things go as tonight's race moves along. We have we have exactly 20 right now doing practice anyways, but as we've seen in past weeks, this field can get quite large, and if that happens, we'll put the old split on it. That way you can see everyone there at home. And we're going to keep looking throughout the field here. We see Warren Kyle Keith, Ryan Gomes in attendance for this race. Ryan Hufford, we saw in the 83. Here's your regular season champion, the 48 of Matthew Fritz, currently 14th quick in practice. Here's the 41 of Chucky Balance. Devin Buccino out here with us again in the Fry Disposal Ford Mustang. Good to see him out 2 weeks in a row. Gave it a good run last week. Had some late, not incidents, but situations where he tried to make moves towards the front there at Talladega and didn't pan out, but such is super speedway racing. Here's the 45, J Daddy of Jay Stinson, running the same paint. And we're going to try to get now with somebody. Oh, he's not around. Never mind. Well, I was going to try to get with the 81 of Josh Hall, who took advantage of Ryan Gomes dropping out for him to get in. He can pull the old Joey Logano of last year. Of course, Gomes didn't get penalized to get put out of the playoffs, but same scenario in sorts. What's up, Morgan? If you don't remember, don't watch, Joey Logano missed the playoffs, and due to a penalty by Bowman, I believe it was, he got in. Then he went on to win the championship. So anything's possible. You never know. See what Josh Hall can do. Oh, he's on track now. There he is, the Dev Sports Cards hashtag Tammy Strong 81 of Josh Hall. See if we can find him. He's just now putting in a time, so maybe we'll try to get with him after qualifying, potentially. Alicia, welcome in. I hope it's Alicia. Correct me if I'm wrong, it may be Alicia. Says, let's go, babe. Number 84, Nicholas Walthorn. I'd show him to you. He's not on track right now. Who else we got on track? Here's Matt Dickerson. He currently is your quick time in practice as we just go under a minute and a half here remaining in the Lucas Oil Royalty Motorsports number 44 Chevy Camaro. Playoff driver. Here is J.O. Oh, look out. New paint job for the 54 of John Lynch. Running the Tennessee Titans Chevy Camaro this week, and that's slick. I'm not a Titans fan, but that's a good-looking paint job. Very nice. Another playoff driver. Looks like 6 playoff drivers in the top 7. Out of the 12. Then you go back to Ryan Hufford in the 83. Fritz 14th, Walthorn in 16th. If he places top 5, you got to buy a steak. You talking about? Who are you talking about? And who's buying steak? Oh, I see. Okay, you were talking to the Matt in chat. There's a couple Matts in the series. I don't know. That should have been easy to read. Amateur hour. Practice time comes to a close, and you know what that means. Time to go qualifying and bring up the lap times right above your Fry Disposal logo there in the bottom right corner. J.O., one of the first to get on track. We'll take a look at who we haven't seen just yet as well. Ryan Hufford about to make his way out. Vince Brent also the same. Devin Buccino is out there. Josh Hall also out there. That's a really bad camera. That's a little better. We don't need the shot from afar. Justin Parham out there. Josh Hall will cross the line and start his first time lap here in qualifying at Chicagoland. And we'll bring as many to you as we can. Here's AJ Evangelista just getting out there. Phil Ellis Jr. in the sponsor list 29. Let's get Phil Ellis Jr. a sponsor on this car, guys. Matt Dickerson, Lauren Vincent, Ryan Hufford all out there. Chase Greer in the 40 out there. Matt Dickerson, lap 1, 30.819. He'll be the time to beat. Devin Buccino right behind him on lap 1. Out of 3 qualifiers, second quick, 30.914. Justin Parham to the top of the board on lap 1 in the Bojangles Chevy Camaro, 30.784. The new quick time, J.O. quickly passes him, 30.650. On lap 2, must have scraped the wall. On lap 1, quick time, Matt Dickerson takes it back, 30.588 after lap 2. Justin Parham does improve, but not enough, 30.703 on lap 2. He's 4th quick. Ryan Gomes, 5th quick. On lap 1, he'll cross the line. Does he improve on the second one? He does. 30.717. Good enough for 5th quick. Here's Lauren Vincent, 30.824. Currently 6th quick out of 11 qualifiers. AJ Evangelista, lap 1, 38.52. He'll look to improve. Currently 11th quick. Looks like he's going to take first lap. Nicholas Walthorn in the 84, 30.590. Good enough for second quick on lap 2. Good lap for Walthorn. Exactly what the doctor ordered for both Dickerson and Walthorn to start this thing off. Matthew Fritz, 30.658. Can anyone take over the quick time? This guy is one of them that could. Sean Hill also out there still. 30.691, just set his second lap. He's 7th quick. Matthew Fritz coming into the line, looking to improve on the 30.6. Will he do it? He will. 30.599, good enough for 3rd quick as he spins it to a stop after the checkered flag. Warren Kyle Keith, lap 1, 30.805. We've seen this guy be quick all over the United States here, road courses, oval courses. Let's see what he does on lap 2. 30.623, good enough for 5th quick. Still 3 qualifiers to go. 21 cars set to grid if everyone makes it. Couple big qualifiers out there waiting to get out there, perhaps. Garrett Walden in the 24, the 01 of Travis Bennett. 01 of Travis Bennett, a playoff driver. Chucky Balance on lap 1, 30.898, 17th quick. He'll look to improve. Warren Kyle Keith, good enough for 5th quick after 2 laps. 30.623 on lap 2 for Warren Kyle Keith. Matt Dickerson remains your pole sitter as of now with a few times left to be set. Chucky Balance coming to the line, hoping to improve on lap 1. He touched the grass. Will it count? He was slower, 30.966. He'll take lap 1, 17th quick out of 19 qualifiers. Travis Bennett, no qualifying time. Oh boy, that's going to make things interesting for the 01 of Travis Bennett. Let's bring up your results here. Matt Dickerson, the 44, brand new to Royalty Motorsports, takes the pole in race number 1 of the playoffs. Nicholas Walthorn in the 84, right behind him, Matthew Fritz in the 48 in 3rd. Devin Bucciano will start 4th. Warren Keith will roll off 5th. J.O. will start 6th. Vince Brent will start 7th. Sharn Hill will roll off 8th. Justin Parham will start 9th. Rounding out your top 10, starting grid will be Ryan Gomes in the 55. Jay Stinson in the 45 will start 11th. And Phil Ellis Jr. in the 29 will start 12th. Lauren Vincent will roll off 13th. Ryan Hufford in 14th. Chase Greer in 15th. In 16th will be AJ Evangelista. Chucky Balance will start 17th. And on back, 18th will go to the 81 of Josh Hall. Joey Hickox in the 31 will start 19th. The 20th spot will be Garrett Walden, not posting a qualifying time. And finally, tail end of the grid, the 01 of Travis Bennett, starting 21st. Let's go now to the front of the field as they begin their parade lap. And I want to hear from everyone that I haven't so far who you're taking tonight. I know a lot of Nicholas Walthorn out there. Now, oh my gosh, I can't speak. Just getting warmed up. A lot of Nicholas Walthorn fans out there, I should say. As always, folks, as we make the parade lap, please remember to hit the little thumbs up right below our name, right below the little white Royalty Racing Network circle there. That helps us tremendously. You guys have been doing a great job turning out for these events. It's been awesome. It's made it extremely fun for me. And we're just getting started here as the playoffs begin tonight. I want to do something a little bit fun too. I know you guys all have your picks, but if you could pick one driver to upset the field, someone you normally wouldn't pick, kind of a sleeper pick, I want to hear about that too, and we'll watch them all night. Pace car pulls off the grid in the 44 and 84. Get ready to take us to green for the first time here at Chicagoland Speedway. I'm all mixed up. Here in the Fry Disposal SCSRA ARCA series, and Matt Dickerson, ooh, touched the apron just slightly, got a little loose, saved it though. Pulls down in front of the 48, nice and patient, is the 48 of Matthew Fritz. We're all stacked up here. Early on is Nicholas Walthorn looking to go to the outside and take the lead. He will. He'll lead lap 2 at Chicagoland. Need a better camera. That's going to be our money shot, I think. A little further away. Devin Bucciano now gets around the 44 on the outside. Now the 48 of Matthew Fritz is on the inside of the 44, looking for third. Matt Dickerson maybe just letting it settle in here. Not getting crazy. Sharn Hill in the 5, looking underneath the 54 of J.O. He gets that move done for 5th. Already up 3 spots is the 05 of Sharn Hill. Justin Parham in that 19, almost 3 wide, and it is just barely. Oh man, that was awfully close. Oh no! And early trouble here for so many contenders. The 44, not sure what happened. I think he might have been coming down on the 48 of Matthew Fritz. Let's see, and he did. He just came right across the nose of the 48. And, I mean, nothing Matthew Fritz could do there. Let's see who else gets involved. 41, Chucky Balance had him locked up. Nowhere to go. Garrett Walden kind of involved. Chucky Balance, as I mentioned. Travis Bennett not making the start, it would appear. So, tough break for the 44 of Dickerson. He went from starting on pole to now limping it in to pit road. He'll have to take his fast repair on lap 5. Back up front, Nicholas Walthorn in the 84 leads now. Devin Buccino will start to his outside. So early chaos. Everyone wants stakes. But I know Matthew would be willing. Ooh, some takers early here on pit road already. Sacrificing massive track position as the 19 of Parham is in. Warren Kyle Keith is in. Matthew Fritz to look at the damage, I suppose. Joey Hickox to get some damage worked on. And Garrett Walden, Chucky Balance as well. Hard impact. I'm sure if Walthorn gets a top 5 here, Matthew Balkema will be more than happy to buy stakes. I'll take one too, buddy. 84, Nicholas Walthorn looking pretty darn good with the purple and black Royalty Racing Network, or Royalty Motorsports logo on the hood of that thing, actually. And Joe, I haven't forgot, I promise, for anyone out there curious, it is in the works to get you guys some Royalty Racing Network merch. It's on the way. It's not something that can happen overnight. Things need to come back, they need to get sent in, get approved, so on and so forth. We need to get a stitch count for things like the polos that are embroidered, the hats that are embroidered, all those things go into it. So takes a little time, but we're getting it. Hey, come on, Matthew. You can't go cheap like that. Your driver finishes with a top 5, almost all but securing him to the next round of the playoffs. Gotta shell it out. Just kidding, man. Don't think anyone would expect that. Especially not me. You don't even know me. Nicholas Walthorn on the pole for the restart, electing to take the high side over the 84, Devin Buccino, who's in that Fry Disposal red, black, and yellow Ford Mustang on the inside. Sharn Hill, J.O. following suit. Jay Stinson and Phil Ellis Jr. in row 3 to restart this thing after an early caution. So Travis Bennett, as you see, did not make the grid. Therefore, we're going to cut out the split tonight, folks, so you can just see your top 20 right there at all times. Dickerson did make it out on the lead lap. And we're back under green flag conditions as the 84 Nicholas Walthorn leads the way. 68 of Devin Buccino, though, got a nice jump on that inside lane. So did the 54 of J.O. on the 05 of Sharn Hill. They'll settle in single file. Phil Ellis Jr. now on the inside of Sharn Hill in that yellow, white, and black machine there. Looks like Sharn Hill will take that over. Back up front, the 84 of Walthorn. Now, after seeing these drivers go through the front stretch quite a few times now, I have to believe that Dickerson probably thought Fritz was lower. That's what I have to believe. Oh, and now the 54 of J.O. scrubs the wall just a little bit. Here's Vince Brent in a new paint this week as well. Outback Steakhouse. He takes over the 7th spot, or back over the 7th spot now. As now Devin Bucciano, I have to believe, electing to just save tire here, is now they're 3 wide nearly. Jay Stinson in the 45 clears. He's up 7, now finds himself in the top 5. Phil Ellis Jr. also up 7. Devin Bucciano dropping back to 6th and being pressured by AJ Evangelista now. As they get very close here. Up front, Jay Stinson now pressuring the 05 of Sharn Hill. Looks like that top side a little bit better right now if you can keep it out of the wall. The 54 of J.O. has found the wall a few times. They're making good friends with each other. Now all single file temporarily back to Sharn Hill in 5th. Got to go a little bit further back now. Devin Bucciano and AJ Evangelista. Chase Greer also running that high side. And he'll be followed by Lauren Vincent, who rubs the wall there. Gonna lose a little bit of the momentum, but a good run on exit of the corner, gonna keep it up. So he'll get by Bucciano now. I don't know what's going on with Bucciano, if he's just struggling on the low side or just saving tires that drastically now and content with being on the bottom. He's going backwards in a hurry, though. I know Bucciano pretty well, and I'd have to say it's probably tires. Justin Parham gets back to where he was after the pit stop. He's back to 9th. So now Bucciano will settle in that 68 and 10th. He's got Vince Brent. A little bit of a gap there, also running the bottom. Josh Hall, good night so far, early up 6 spots, sitting 12th. Ryan Hufford in the 83, sitting 13th. Chucky Balance up 3, now 2, battling with Ryan Gomes. Joey Hickox coming back, trying to come back after the damage. Matthew Fritz back here in 20th, technically dead last because Travis Bennett didn't make the grid and still isn't out there. Warren Kyle Keith down 14, Matt Dickerson down 17 right now, was your pole sitter. Sitting 18th. Back up front, checking on the 84 Walthorn. He still leads. However, the 54 J.O. has closed the gap just a bit. Got some good battling behind him here. Here's Phil Ellis Jr. and Chase Greer side by side. Devin Bucciano and Justin Parham also side by side. Now Vince Brent throwing his name in the hat here. Almost looked like he was going to go up the middle. Vince Brent working his way back now. He's down 2 on the evening. Just worked his way back up into the top 10 though a moment ago. And now he'll look to the inside of Parham. Maybe that inside lane starting to develop. Those tires, oh, look out, and he made a good move there. He had to react in a hurry, went right back up in the front of the 19 of Parham, as it looked like the 29 was either loose or just off the pace slightly. Vince Brent up to where he started now. Back into 7th, we got trouble. Lauren Vincent and Joey Hickox involved for the second time. Oh man, and Garrett Walden just creamed the 07. Let's go back, take a look at this thing. I think it was another incident of maybe, well, let's see here. Oh, the 07 just came down on the 68. Maybe he was loose, got in the wall, I'm not sure. Hickox nowhere to go for a second time tonight. Oh my gosh, and then Garrett Walden just smacks the 07 here. I think the 07 was going to be all right without any detrimental damage, perhaps. Then the 24, he had him locked up. There's nowhere to go, and right into the front end. Oh, man. Tough break for Lauren Vincent. Fast repair early, a second time in a row. But good news is that he made it work out last week with a top 10 finish at Talladega. So he'll be looking to do the same. As now Justin Parham, your only guy in the top 13 to have pit so far, as he pit on lap 5 during the first caution. Trying to work his way back up. We'll see if anyone comes down this time. I think we were watching the replay during the opportunity to pit. Joe, who's the biggest mover? That, sir, would be this guy, the 39 of AJ Evangelista. Out of Sarasota, Florida. No close-up cam tonight except this one. I guess that's close enough. This one's a better racing camera though, so we're gonna stick with it. Top 4, all playoff drivers currently, as they restack them here. Already our second caution. Once again, folks, the stage is lap 35. Seven of the playoff drivers are in the top 10. Josh Hall finds himself just outside. And Travis Bennett not making the start tonight. Hopefully that's not detrimental to his playoff hopes. Looks like he may have attempted to, since he did show up. Otherwise, he wouldn't even been shown on the grid. No, man, we want the... There we go. All right, once again, Nicholas Walthorn leads us back to green after working caution number 2 here on lap 22. Good jump this time. Sharn Hill and J.O. will be side by side onto the backstretch. Who's going to prevail? Someone making wall contact. Looks like the 39 of AJ. Oh man, look out. They're almost 4 wide. Just for a second. Okay, they settled down. Chase Greer, Vince Brent, side by side. Now Justin Parham works his way alongside Vince. Sharn Hill falling back a little, but maybe content with that inside lane, not quite sure. That allows J.O. to solidly take over second. Jay Stinson up into third. Sharn Hill now being pressured for that final top 5 spot. AJ Evangelista gonna get it done. He's up 12 now. Sharn Hill, much like Buccino, going the wrong direction just a bit here. Now they're 3 wide. Vince Brent finds himself in the middle. Phil Ellis Jr. scrapes the wall. Now they fan out. They are back 3 wide now. Not a lot of room off exit. Vince Brent will be cleared by the 29. So that settles down. Phil Ellis Jr. good run towards the 05 of Sharn Hill now. Got some traffic up in front of him. Chase Greer's up into the top 5. He's now your biggest mover, as the 29 of Phil Ellis Jr. smacking the wall pretty good. Chase Greer right on the back bumper of the 45 of Stinson. Now I think had to back off. Gonna lose a lot of momentum. Being pushed 3 wide right up the middle now. Devin Buccino looking to work his way back. Chase Greer moving up strong here after the early pit stop. That's looking like a great move so far. Nicholas Walthorn still leading. Checking it out. Checking the laps off. But the 54 of J.O. right there now. And that lead disappeared in a hurry. 54, gonna look inside maybe. Not quite. AJ Evangelista, a little bit loose right behind him. Gonna allow Sharn Hill to cut to the inside, maybe for 4th here. Side by side. Devin Buccino now working his way up. Heck yeah, Joe, that's awesome. I want some more pictures, man. Maybe some pictures you take with some fans or something like that. I don't know. You know how to do it. You're a pro. Jay Stinson, folks, as we speak, looking to take over the 84 for the lead. The 84 touched the wall just a little bit. He's not too interested in giving it up. Oh no, look out. 84 found the 45 just a bit. 45 though, I think saved him there. Gotta keep it off the wall if you want to keep her going the right direction. Good run off 4 for Walthorn. He'll keep it up, and now because of it, Jay Stinson under pressure, 3 wide for 2nd. Let's take an onboard here with the 45 of Stinson. Tell you what, folks, that inside lane working wonders for Stinson through 1 and 2, not so much the top side through 3 and 4. And look who's back in the picture. Devin Buccino, just like that, rolling the bottom this whole time. Saw him go back to outside the top 10. Now he's working on Buccino, or on Stinson, for the 2 spot, as this is going to get interesting if the 84 can hang on and win the stage here, folks. I'll tell you what, I bet you Nicholas Walthorn in that 84 would be all right with a caution right now. That would lock in the stage. Sharn Hill looking to make late moves here. Jay Stinson able to fend off the 68. Walthorn also probably seeing that in his rear view mirror, hoping they'd keep battling for another lap. Sharn Hill, J.O. battling now for the final spot in the top 5. Justin Parham, and oh, by the way, your pole sitter Matt Dickerson finding himself battling for the final spot for stage points as he takes over the 19 of Parham. He's now in 9th. Nicholas Walthorn currently leading on the backstretch. It's the end of the lap for stage points. Can he hold off Stinson? It's craziness behind him. They're all clean and green to the stage. The 84 of Nicholas Walthorn will win the first stage of the round of 12 here at Chicagoland. Congrats to the 84. Put on an absolute clinic for these first 35 laps. That's gonna go a long way, and if he could follow it up, he'll be sitting pretty come the end of this race. Your stage points look like this, folks. Nicholas Walthorn with the win. Jay Stinson in 2nd, Devin Buchno in 3rd. J.O. John Lynch in 4th, Sharn Hill in 5th, A.J. Evangelista in 6th, Chase Greer in 7th, Vince Brent in 8th, Justin Parham 9th, and I think Matt Dickerson. Maybe something happened to Dickerson, but I thought he got 9th and Parham got 10th. But not quite sure. We'll let him go to pit here. We're going to step aside for a picture-in-picture commercial break. Stay with us. We'll be right back. Welcome back, folks. We are waiting for the 84 of Nicholas Walthorn, who just had a really bad pit stop. Gonna come out, it looks like 5th. So that's not good. Well, let's get with him for a brief interview here. And ladies and gentlemen, your stage winner, the 84 of Nicholas Walthorn. Nicholas, welcome to the broadcast booth. Man, you put on a show that first stage. Tell us about it.
Oh, man, I was trying. I was giving it everything I had. First round of the playoffs, we wanted to make a big impact early. That's just what we did.
Yeah, you put on a show, man. You got a lot of pressure there late from guys like Devin Buchno saving tires all the way, and then Jay Stinson on a big move, but you held them off. They battled together for a little while. Tell us kind of what you were thinking down the stretch there as those laps started to tick off and you got ever so close to that stage win.
I had to remind myself to breathe. um, yeah, I knew there'd be some guys saving. I knew some fresher tires would come. We took the top a little earlier than what we wanted to, but we're all about the stage points right now. We gotta get an early start.
Absolute, man. Well, we're going to let you get back to it here, but you got yourself in a good position to get that 84 playoff campaign off to a great start. So we'll let you focus up, but maybe we'll be talking to you after the race, buddy.
I hope so.
All right, man. You're going back to where are you going again? Remind me. Volcom?
What do you mean?
Venom? Are you going to the Venom chat?
Oh, yeah.
All right. Appreciate it, man.
Yep, thank you.
Yep. Once again, folks, that was your stage winner, the 84, Nicholas Walthorn. And the reason I just asked about where he was going, folks, you can't see it, but on my side, I got 3 different race teams that are all very close in names. And, you know, I get caught up in the moment talking to people and got to remind myself. Devin Buchino leads us back to green now after the stage, and he'll be trouble if he manages to save tires like he did in that stage, but does it from the lead. Tell you what, that's someone you can maybe find there at the end. Here is Justin Parham battling now with the 84 of Walthorn. Everyone made their way down pit road this last time. I don't know what happened with the 44 of Dickerson, but he's way off the pace. Way behind. I thought he got stage points. I don't know if he wrecked after the line or what happened there, but tough break there for him if it ended up being a wreck after the fact. John Lynch now going to take over the lead in that 54 and give himself a shot to lead laps. And just like last stage, Devin Buchino falling back here. Saving tires, Sharn Hill and Vince Brent running up there. Vince Brent looking to take over the second spot. Outside lane is dominant though, especially early in these runs. Maybe Vince is taking a page out of Buchino's book. Saving tires, he'll settle back into third as the 45 of Stinson. Big run, he got up on the 11. The 05 of Hill now takes over second as he was way down below the apron. That is legal here, folks. Well, Joe, I didn't know what to do with my hands that interview either. I was kind of stumbling and mumbling. If that interview was submitted to Sports Center, Chris Berman would have exactly that to say, stumbling, mumbling, and tumbling through that one. But, you know, they're not always the best. We get through it here. Tell you what, though, folks, it's about 100 degrees in the quote-unquote broadcast booth right now. We're burning up here. Gonna enjoy some fresh air when this one's done. Gets me all fired up. Warren Kyle Keith looking to get back to where he was to start the race. He's 2 spots down, currently in 7th. But he's working on Buchino right now. That is for 7th, in fact. Vince Brent is indeed saving tires, I believe, as now Parham not only has worked his way back up to where he started, but now he's up 5. The new biggest mover is the 24 of Garrett Walden in the Pepsi ride. Pepsi Max. Nicholas Walthorn falling back a little bit here now during this, well, not run, I can't say, I guess it is, but there's no other stages. For some reason, I show Brian Gomes in pit road still. Lauren Vincent, as of now, would be your lucky dog recipient. Matt Dickerson finds himself 2 laps down, so he's looking for a few cautions. Battle for the lead now. J.O. being pressured by the 05 of Sharn Hill, looking to lead this thing now. J.O. gonna be able to hang on with that run on the top side. Jay Stinson, though, back in the second. That's where he finished the stage. Vince Brent now going to the top side. Maybe he wasn't saving tires. He'll get side by side now with the 05 of Sharn Hill. Garrett Walthorn now on the bottom. Nicholas Walthorn on the bottom. Garrett Walden takes over the 7th spot. He's up 13 now. Near contact there with the 9 of Warren Keith. And as soon as he goes that bottom side, the run dies off. Warren Keith now putting pressure on the 05. Just saw the 05 battling for the lead here moments ago. Now the 29 of Phil Ellis Jr. working his way back through here. Oh, 3 wide, they rub on each other. Keep it together. They're rubbing hard now. Oh, and now the 29 drives it in deep. Puts the 9 into the wall. Warren Kyle Keith got Dick to slow down. Look who's coming now, the 83 of Ryan Hufford. He's been laying in wait. Missed stage points, which I know are big anytime you're in the playoffs, but especially when you're coming in below the cut line. Of course, finishing points are good too. Strong finishing points. And now looks like the 83 may be close to sneaking into 9th here. We got a battle up front. Sharn Hill coming back now on Vince Brent. Close quarters racing there. Vince Brent on the outside, he was in second, but we've seen that outside lane prevail all night until very late in runs. J.O. still leads over Stinson and Brent. Now Brent, good run on the inside off of 4. Got side by side with Stinson there, but not enough. Parham now worked his way into the top 5. Butchino coming back now. Vince Brent, it looks like some room to work now. Gonna have a really nice run on entry here. That run on exit of 4 though, very, very strong. Brent will contend here shortly though, if he is in fact saving tires as well as I think he may be. Phil Ellis Jr. has fell back to 10th. Ryan Hufford now into 9th. Matthew Fritz into 12th. That's a name we didn't hear for stage points. Vince Brent now 3 wide for the lead. Jay Stinson in the middle. Does Stinson have enough on the middle lane, or will J.O. hold off on the top? Taps the wall a bit. Look out close. Ooh, I don't know if Brent was clear. The 45 was awfully nice. Keep stopping what's being said. That's not good. I'm sorry, I didn't know anything was wrong. No one else has said anything. Very strange. I don't know. I'll keep an eye on it myself, maybe. Vince Brent got around Stinson. Now still pressuring J.O. in that 54. Oh, that's not going to help. John Lynch nearly comes back down into the 11 as he scrapes the wall. Slams the wall is more like it. That's going to give your lead now to Vince Brent. Buccino's going to take over second, it appears. All you can hope for the 54 is that there's no significant damage done. Now Stinson looking to third. They're 3 wide behind him. Look out, it's close. Sharn Hill was rubbing fenders with the 05 or with the 19 of Parham. How they made it through cleanly, I have no idea. Now Sharn Hill falling back through the field. Garrett Walden into 7th now. Joey Hickox, it looks like, gonna have an opportunity to get into the top 10, as now we have Warren Keith up against the wall, losing a bunch of positions. Lauren Vincent watching all of this, probably maybe not watching, but hoping for a caution, as he'd still be the lead lap car. Nicholas Walthorn is a lap down after winning the stage, folks. AJ Evangelista also a lap down. Here's your battle for the lead. Devin Buccino all over the 11 of Vince Brent. Number 68 at Devin Buccino. Man, I gotta get it together here. Vince Brent still did lead that lap. That run off exit of 4 just too strong. Vince Brent holding strong here over the big guns. 65 of 110 to complete. 66 this time by Jay Stinson, now pressuring for that 3 spot on J.O. Justin Parham is there. He's in the top 5 now. Wild and crazy racing. We haven't had a caution since the stage. 2 early cautions. They've cleaned it up since then. Oh, and J.O. hard into the wall again. He's got to have damage on that thing now. That may impact him further as we go along. Garrett Walden on the inside of Justin Parham for 4th. He's up 16 spots. Absolutely cruising. Ryan Hufford in the 83 finding himself in 8th. I'm still curious what happened to the 84. Pretty wild. Didn't see anything come up. Folks, I just noticed it on my end, and hate to say it, we may be having some internet issues here on our side tonight. We are, and nothing I can do in the middle of the broadcast. I apologize. It might be one of those nights where you have to consider watching it back, perhaps, without the lag and the goofiness. I apologize for that. There's nothing I can do in the middle of it. Vince Brandt continuing to lead and also gaining some space now. Nearly 3 wide back here, but they straighten it out before it gets to that. Garrett Walden now working his way up to 6th. Here comes Warren Keith on the inside all of a sudden. Back into 6th. Yeah, folks, we're having some internet issues here. Mine's doing the same, Joe. And there's just nothing I can do without stopping it and restarting it, closing everything. And obviously I can't disconnect the internet. Folks, we're going to keep on rolling here. I am going to step away. I'll give you a shot of the lead while I do that, but we're going to take a lengthy commercial break, see if maybe I can't figure something out. I don't know what to try when it's internet related. But we'll be right back, okay? We're going to keep on rolling with this thing. And like I said in chat, it may just be one of those things that you got to pick it up from here and watch it back after the fact, unfortunately. But we're going to keep on rolling. That's all we can do. The show must go on. We'll be right back. All right, folks, welcome back. Once again, apologize for the issues. As I mentioned in chat there, we are having some strong storms here in the area and internet issues, it seems, being caused by that. We're going to keep her on rolling as best we can. And during the break, you saw there were some pit stops at that time. It did put Vince Brent back a little bit in the running. Since then, things have cycled out. So I'll give you a rundown here of the field. Vince Brent continues to lead. Devin Buccino is in second. He has nearly a 3-second lead on Buccino as of now. Although we know how well Buccino can save tires. Justin Parham is in third. Chase Greer's in fourth. Sharn Hill is in fifth. Warren Keith in, Jay Stinson in sixth. That just changed. Joey Hickox in seventh. Warren Keith in eighth. Garrett Walden in ninth. J.O. in 10th. Matthew Fritz in 11th. Ryan Hufford in 12th. Phil Ellis Jr. in 13th. And in 14th is Josh Hall. He's the last guy on the lead lap. Now, Lauren Vincent, here in the 07, still would find himself the lucky dog as of now, should there be another caution. He's been waiting all night long for it. I know Nicholas Walthorn wouldn't mind one, and Dickerson also would not mind one. These guys nearly 3 wide. This is the battle for fifth here. Jay Stinson in the 45 on the inside. The 05 of Sharn Hill trying to keep it out of the wall. Gonna get a really nice runoff exit just like we've seen all night long. Still the 45 stays side by side with Hill. Some good racing here, good group. This is 5th through 8th. 5th through 9th if you count Garrett Walden lingering in the back there in that 24 Pepsi Max ride. 45 rolling the bottom. We're going to keep it right here as the top 4 are all pretty spread out. If those things get closer, we'll bring it to you. Right now, you got 5 cars under a blanket here. Anybody's game. Now they're 3 wide. Joey Hickox on the inside. Sharn Hill temporarily in the middle. The number 9 of Warren Keith keeping it out of the wall for now. He's running dangerously close to it. We've seen him find that wall many times. Now Joey Hickox on the inside. Sharn Hill, the odd man out here. Went from battling for 5th there with Jay Stinson now to nearly the back of this little group as Stinson begins to get some leeway here. Much better when you have the freedom to run where you want, as Keith caught the wall again. Joey Hickok's having himself a great night. He's up 12/13 depending on where you're at on the Speedway. Running side by side with that number 9 for a long time there. Now he drops back in line. Justin Parham here in 3rd. See where he's at in relation to Buccino. Still the best race here. Ryan Hufford actually side by side. Now this is for the 12th spot. If he could get by the 29 of Phil Ellis Jr. He's on the inside. Every spot is precious here. Not going to be able to get it done. Back up to this 4-car battle now as Jay Stinson has checked out from this group. These guys, on the other hand, still side by side the whole time. 22 to go is now not having a caution since the stage break. We had green flag pit stops for one of the few times in the SCSRA Fry Disposal Series this season. And unfortunately, it was at the time I was scrambling trying to figure something out or thinking about what to do, and I didn't have any idea what to do. So of course nothing changed much. Everyone came out basically the way they went in. Joey Hickok still trying to clear, and he finally will. Nice job, Joey Hickok's in that 31. He's up 13 now. And now they're all single file here. Matthew Fritz trying to get into the running here late, as now he's working on J.O. John Lynch. Have to believe that damage for the 54 starting to play a factor. Everyone pit, folks, between 73 and 78, it looks like. Matthew Fritz was the last one at 78. The first one was this guy, Chase Greer, on 73. So we'll see how that plays. Everyone around him, though, 76 or 77. So we'll see how that plays. Check in on our leader. That lead has been cut down. But is it fast enough? Is Devin Buccino cutting it down fast enough? It's not going down extremely fast right now, but we'll take a look here shortly and we may see that change. Keep an eye, folks, on that deficit to the lead. Buccino, if you're not familiar with him, he was a full-time runner in the Next Gen Series last season. Has only made 2 starts here in the ARCA Series, this one and last week. Last week, throw it out the window. It's Talladega. This is when you're seeing true 68-time SCSRA race winner Devin Buccino put on a clinic. Not saying Vince Brent can't hold him off. Just saying it's not going to be easy. Now, Ryan Hufford and Phil Ellis Jr. trade spots back and forth here. This is for the 12th spot. They seem to go back and forth every lap. This battle still close, the 05 and the 9. Garrett Walden just waiting to pounce. Jay Stinson, Joey Hickox have said see you later to these 3 now. When we first picked up the battle, it was 5 cars. Now it's 3. Vince Brent now possibly looking to get clear of it, not going to do so. Garrett Walden now a little bit of room on the outside to get beside the 05. Just like that, folks. 15 to go. First 20 laps crawled by. Thought maybe we were in for a long one. Since lap 35 at the stage, been cruising. Curious if anyone will have fuel come into play, such as like Chase Greer in the 40. Lauren Vincent just can't catch a break. Needed a caution all night long since the stage. Can't get one. Walthorn, I don't know what happened to him. He went from winning the stage to being a lap down in 16th. And Dickerson, I don't know what happened to him either. Started on pole, was on the lead lap, on his way back. Now he's 2 laps down. So Dickerson and Lauren Vincent going to find themselves with work to do unless things change in a hurry here in week 2 of the first round of the playoffs. Now Walden to the inside. Got tired of trying it on the outside. Folks, that gap to the lead here, this is your second place sitter right now, and it's about just over a second and 3/4 to Vince Brent. Closing on 12 to go. There's Brent up ahead. 11 to go now, I'm sorry. Vince Brent still leading. Has he saved enough tires? Oh, keep it off the wall. That's not going to help at all. Let's get the camera off of him. Buccino now going to be closing extremely quick now. Reel it back in, Vince. Only 3 playoff drivers in the top 5. 5 in the top 10. So a lot of playoff drivers having themselves kind of a rough evening. With 10 to go. Going to mix up the standings a bit. This battle has definitely cooled off a bit. Matthew Fritz looking to pick himself off 3 or 4 spots here late. That'd make a world of difference. I mean, he's already 10th, so that's not bad. You can jump up to like 6th. That'd be incredible. He's rolling that bottom side. We're 9 to go here. That lead under a second to Devin Buccino and Vince Brent. Garrett Walden still flirting with it. Sharn Hill gonna look to the top side now on Warren Keith. Can he get it done on the high side maybe? Plenty of room there, good driving. I bet Vince Brent's nerves are going crazy right now. And anyone out there in chat potentially rooting for him. This battle seems to have cooled slightly. Matthew Fritz still there. Took it to the high side now. 0.7 of a second your lead from Vince Brent to Devin Buccino now. Cutting it quick. If he catches the draft, it may be troublesome. Let's keep it right here as that battle is cooled down a bit further back in the field for now. Does Vince Brent not want a caution, or is he hoping for one for possibly getting some new shoes on that thing? Hope. Brent back in front for now. Side by side as they come to one to go. Holy smokes, who's going to get this win? It's way more important for Vince Brent than it is for Buccino. Vince Brent pulls in behind him. Taps the wall maybe slightly there. Devin Buccino didn't lead many of them, but he leads the last one, and he wins at Chicagoland in the ARCA SCSRA Fry Disposal Series. His second race back, and adds another win to the total. The 11 of Vince Brent finishes second, and he gave it everything he could. And I'll tell you what, folks, I love Devin Buccino, but I don't care for someone racing in the playoffs that has made one race otherwise. Congrats to Devin Buccino, but that's my opinion on it. Vince Brent drove his butt off, could have locked himself in to the second round for sure, may have done it already with other drivers struggling. Nevertheless, here we are. Devin Buccino celebrates. Let's pull up the grid, or the final grid rather. On the evening, how you feeling about Chicagoland in round one of the playoffs?
That was a pretty good race. Should give us good momentum to keep going through next few rounds.
Yeah, for sure. Go ahead.
Yeah, wish I would have pitted one lap sooner there. Just the speed difference on the new tires versus the old. I believe if I would have pitted one lap sooner, I would have been right there with them at the end.
Yeah, I agree for sure. I mean, we saw some green flag pit stop strategy play out tonight, which I was mentioning earlier. That's something we haven't been fortunate to see a ton of this season so far. So that was pretty cool. Definitely mixed it up. But you got that 19 team off to a strong start here in round one. A handful of the top 12 playoff drivers struggled tonight, so that should shake up the point standings for sure. But ultimately, how you feeling going into next week?
I'm not even sure where we're going next week.
Let's see. I forgot myself.
Dover.
Oh, yeah, that'll be a doozy.
Yeah, I feel pretty good going there. I love Dover.
Right
especially
on, man.
In this car.
Well, then you should feel confident, and obviously you're looking pretty good anyway. You were number one overall coming in as far as the playoff standings go. Third place, I can't believe is going to hurt that. Travis Bennett, for some reason, missed the start altogether, or missed the race altogether. So have to believe you'll maintain your standings. But before we let you go celebrate the podium tonight, anyone you'd like to thank or shout out?
Just the league for putting it on and letting us get out there every week, and y'all for doing it, and of course my teammates.
Right on, man.
But a great day. Second place sucks, but when you look at the bigger picture in the playoffs, that was a day I needed. So I'm bummed, but on the bright side, I feel like going into next week, I might be sitting pretty good in the points.
Absolutely, man. That is one thing for sure. We'll get to the positive side of things. Easily your best race of the season, I believe. You came in, I mean, you're putting them together here. You came in 3 weeks ago, absolute must finish strong type of race. You did it. Came in last week with another similar scenario. Had an even stronger race last week. Got you even above the cut line going into round 2. Now you follow it up with a lot of laps led and a second place finish with some of the guys right there in front of you and close not having a great night tonight. Got to believe this takes that 11 team a long way when it comes to getting to that second round. So congratulations on that, Vince. You're really coming on strong here as we get into the playoffs, which is when it matters, man. But before we let you go celebrate this one, anyone you'd like to thank or shout out tonight?
Yeah, absolutely. My wife, of course, always look out there, man.
Yeah.
I know those storms can get rough, so just stay safe, man.
Well, I'll tell you what, we're not in Tornado Alley. We don't typically get tornadoes here in the big city in Denver, so we'll be all right. But I appreciate it, man. Go enjoy this one, Vince. Pleasure watching you run tonight and the last few weeks, and we'll see you back out here next week.
All right, man. We'll do it again next week.
Yes, sir. Once again, folks, that was your second place finisher, number 11, Vince Brent. Now, to get with your winner, he has made 2 starts on the season. That is the number 68, Devin Buccino. Devin, welcome to the broadcast booth. It has been a long time, sir.
I'm happy to be back, man.
Yeah, I mean, you didn't lose the racing ability while you were gone, obviously. I told everyone at home watching that last week no one could judge because it was Talladega. I set them up for this because I said the tire saving down the stretch, watch, it's going to be close because you are the master at it and you don't get 68 career SCSRA race wins without knowing how to save tires. You put on a clinic late. You may have led, 1 or 2 laps all night, but you led the most important one. How does it feel to be not only back out here with a lot of familiar faces, but some new ones, and then also get another win to tally to your list?
Yeah, it feels great, man. After Talladega, I was joking with Ryan and Josh that I should have just rode Homestead off into the sunset at the end of last season and not came back because we broke everything at Talladega. But no, just an incredible field, man. This rookie class is phenomenal. The vets that are still racing with us every year, they just get exponentially better. And I wasn't sure the saving the tires was going to work out because the high line was so dominant and it was so hard to pass on the bottom. I mean, early in the run, we were doing the best we could, but it would take legitimately 4, 5, 6 laps to complete a pass. And I didn't think we were going to catch Vince. He pit a lap before.
I bet the rest of the field, maybe not so much. It gives them all a chance to win some races. But hashtag Tammy Strong, man. Prayers, thoughts out to your mother. We've been honoring her all season long. And shouting her out, and got some good guys running some paints for her and giving their support as well in many ways also.
Yeah, no, I appreciate that greatly, more than I could even put into words, and she does as well. She knows the support that we get from the Tuesday, and I say Tuesday and Wednesday, but we're talking all week. You know what I mean? So, we're fighting towards that remission again. It hasn't gotten worse, and we'll take that obviously. She's got a new doctor who's kicking butt for her, and she's a fighter. So. Hopefully things are on the turnaround here, but like I said, they're not getting worse. And she appreciates everyone's support here. She knows, the second I told everyone in here about it, they just went full bore and plastered it everywhere they could. So thank you to everyone. Hope everything's going good with you, Josh, you and your family, Drafty. We just can't thank you enough for being here with us. I don't even want to call you a partner of the SCSRA because you're just part of the family of the SCSRA. Can't thank you enough for the product you put out, for everyone watching. I mean, we're pulling incredible numbers of people that take time out of their day to come watch this. Just cannot thank people enough. It makes what we do so much cooler to see everyone, watching and cheering on. So thank you to the fans, man. I'm going to call them the fans. We got a lot of them. We got great numbers this season. So thank you. And then just got to thank Fry Disposal, Jay Stinson. We put them on the car for this season. So thank you to them. Dev Sports Cards, Level Up Subs, New Craft Fine Jewelry and Design. Just it takes a village, and they've done a hell of a job keeping this going here for now 10 seasons, man. I'm very, very proud of everyone that's involved. Whether you've made 1 start or 100 starts, or it means a lot.
Absolutely, J.O. We're going to call it here tonight. We're having all sorts of internet issues But thank you to Fry Disposal, as always, being the title sponsor of the SCSRA ARCA series this season. Check them out at frydisposal.com. They'll give you $10 off your service if you mention iRacing or this ad. And Majestic Promotional and Branded Apparel, whether you run a company, a government agency, a sports team, or even a virtual race team, turn every item into a statement with Majestic Promotional and Branded Apparel. And finally, SM Racing Products. Take your sim racing experience to the next level with custom-made button boxes, dashboards, flag lights, and more with SM Racing Products. Check them out at sm-racingproducts.com and get 20% off of your order over $150 or more. And I have a custom-made button box by them, has my nickname on it and everything. It's awesome. It's a game changer, especially if you're trying to save fuel or want that extra little feel and don't want to be going through with the mouse to get to your little boxes. Anyway, but for everyone here at the SCSRA Fry Disposal ARCA series and everyone here at the Royalty Racing Network, my name is Joshua King. Thank you for joining us. Thank you for being patient with the weather issues and the connection issues. The playback hopefully will be better, and next week will be better. We'll see you back out here tomorrow night for the Dev Sports Cards Next Gen series with Drafty Beef. Don't miss it. Playoffs start tomorrow night too there for that. Have a good evening, everyone. Good night.